It has been an interesting week. We've been talking the entire week about Alzheimer's research, trying to answer many of your questions and concerns about it. That leads us to today's guest as we continue that. Dr. David Sweatt is the director of the McKnight Brain Institute at UAB, and we appreciate you being with us today.
Nice to be here.
Talk to us first of all about what exactly is the McKnight Brain Institute.
The McKnight Institute's mission is to try to understand how age-related memory dysfunction occurs and to then develop new treatments for aging-related cognitive decline. So things like Alzheimer's disease, normal kind of cognitive impairment that's associated with aging. And also our work has implications and relevance to learning disabilities like mental retardation syndromes and developmental disorders like that.
From your side, it sounds like you're more the research side and the practical application of it. But from the public and the consumer, just a regular viewer side of things, how do you think we are doing in terms of the information that is getting out? Are we getting good information? Are we better informed than before?
Definitely better informed than before.
Right.
I think that scientists a lot of times don't do the best job of communicating the relevance of their discoveries to the public. And scientists, by their nature, are very cautious in terms of the way we interpret things. And so we're always trying to be careful to not overstate things. And so I think some of the excitement that comes out of our laboratory and clinical discoveries doesn't get translated necessarily so well just in terms of how the way that scientists feel comfortable trying to communicate those discoveries.
And I would think it's fairly difficult to talk about brain issues and do so in a 15-20 second sound bite. That's quite a challenge.
It is. It's the brain is the most complicated mechanism in existence. I think there's no doubt about that. And memory in particular is one of the most complicated things that happens in the brain. And so it is difficult to try to explain how those very basic types of laboratory studies that we do, the real kind of biochemistry and cell biology types of studies, are meaningful in terms of the human condition.
But it sounds like you all at the Institute are making some great gains and some exciting recent discoveries.
There's some really exciting discoveries that are going on at the Institute, and one of the ones that I'm most excited about recently is a discovery that Institute investigators have made, that the actual three-dimensional structure of the DNA in your brain is a mechanism that controls your capacity for long-term memory formation. And that these mechanisms that control the three-dimensional structure of genes and DNA in your brain can go awry with memory disorders. And so it's a fundamental new type of mechanism, a new way of thinking about how it is that memories are formed, and that they involve actual structural and three-dimensional changes in the genes in your brain in response to both processes like Alzheimer's disease. And then in normal memory, those types of mechanisms are used for you to be able to remember things from a day-to-day basis.
As you look at the discoveries and you come across them and you kind of make strides, again, you know, us and our viewers, we're just kind of regular folks. We're not, we don't study brains like you do every day. But are you encouraged, and should we be encouraged in terms of understanding Alzheimer's and some of the concerns and the problems associated with it?
Yes, there's a lot of reason to be encouraged. Every time a new discovery is made about just basically how memory works, then that gives biomedical researchers insights into potential new targets for drug development for improving things like Alzheimer's disease and learning disabilities. And so the basic science discoveries in the lab, the laboratory studies with rats and mice and the various kinds of things that a lot of us do, that's really the foundation for being able to make leaps forward in terms of new drug development that will actually help people with these clinical conditions. Well,
Dr. Sweatt, we certainly appreciate you being with us, and we appreciate your work, and best of luck going forward on it as well.
Thank you.
And a great resource for you, if you want more information, you can go to the website uabmedicine.org. Dr. Sweatt, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Been a good week of information. We'll have another valuable tip coming up tomorrow.
All right, we'd love for you to check us out on Facebook, and have no idea how many fans we have now.
6 million.
Oh,
I
wow.
think. I hadn't counted in
I
a
thought
while.
it was higher than that.
Carry the 2. Yeah.
Just kidding. We want to say hi to Christy Dearman, one of our friends on Facebook. You can check us out as well. Just search for Daytime Alabama. We've got photos, video, fun gag gifts against David, and much more.
It's all there. Facebook and Twitter, right?
That's right.
Twitter. You and the Twitter. One day. We'll be back. I'm going to tweet you that we're coming back after the break.
I won't be able to see it.
You'll never get it.